Hello everybody, welcome to another StarCraft 2 commentary by Aries1020, and this is going to be a set of new, fresh faces that I haven't commentated before for you. So let's get the game underway, as it is a long one, and I'll introduce you to all the players. Now, the players that I know and who I received this replay from are Ray and Burn Like Fire. Burn Like Fire is the blue Terran here. I'm almost certain that they're playing random. I actually didn't pay attention, but I do know that Stupendous is what I like to call him. Burn Like Fire. I like to call him Stupendous because that's how I know him from another game I play. Either way, his main is Terran, so he's going to be doing well here. Another Terran here, his partner Ray, spawning as the red Terran, and on the opposite side, both of the map and of the teams, Take the Tip is going to be the light blue Terran, and the purple toss here, CapnCrunch. So this is a 2v2 league match, and at this point, Ray and Stupendous are in the Platinum Leagues, at the top of the Platinum Leagues. So a fairly high game, a lot higher than possibly the Silver and Gold League games that I have been previously commentating, barring Exodus and Ducks, of course. So hopefully looking forward to some higher level play here. We've got the 6 frames per second running, but hopefully my computer will balance out. Stupendous, or Burn Like Fire, going to get his barracks down along with Ray. On the other side of the map, though, it looks like Take the Tip is not walling off. He's going to go in base with his tech there, and kind of counterintuitively, the Protoss is actually walling off, which is something you don't see as often, but you know, it works, I'm sure. Here is the CapnCrunch probe trying to make its way into Stupendous's base. Maybe it got in, maybe it didn't. I'm not sure why it's going this direction, actually. Just going to check in on that Zelnaga watchtower. I'm sorry. On the other hand, Ray is scouting out with his SCV, going to see that the wall, or the ramp, is unwalled, and that the barracks is up, along with some gas for Take the Tip. Gas going up for Stupendous and Ray as well. No gas for the Protoss CapnCrunch. So 2v2s are a bit harder to commentate because there's obviously going to be a lot more action going on as the cybernetic score comes up from CapnCrunch, and still no gas there, so I don't know how he's going to support the Stalkers quite yet, but we'll see what happens. He's got the Zealots out, dealing with that pesky SCV at his doorstep. I think that's what Ray is mad about there, but it could be something else. He's getting his second gas as well. Ray getting a single Marauder out, and I think Ray and Stupendous are both going for a single Marauder push this game, just to see how it works, but it looks like it's not working because they are running. And these Marauders going to be micro, but still going to take a fair amount of damage. Let's see if I can catch up with these ones. Let's see. There's too much going on. That one's not doing anything. This Marauder's desperately running, but a second one comes out, so that's going to save him. These two hop into a bunker, which is going to be the end of this engagement, more or less. They might get that bunker down, but the Marauders will easily take care of that Zealot afterwards. So the bunker does go down, but that Zealot dies as well. One Marauder did survive for Ray, but he did lose his first Marauder, and so Stupendous saying dude there, like not quite sure what he's saying, but there were single Marauder push, not the best. Oh, and I completely missed the Reaper harass from Take the Tip. I'm sorry about that, guys. Like I said, just too much action, and there wasn't even any action going on there, but I just couldn't pay attention enough. So Ray fended off, as you can tell, because that Reaper did take a couple of hits, so fended that off with his own Marauder, I'm sure. Now, looking back at the other bases, going to tech up to factory with the tech lab, but not quite enough gas for Take the Tip to do anything with it. On the other hand, pylons and chrono boosting more zealots out of 2 gates is CapnCrunch. Not quite going for anything higher tech quite yet. Still nothing coming out of this factory for Take the Tip, so I'm not quite sure what he's playing at. But on the other side of the map, we've got another barracks coming up, along with a Ghost Academy for Ray. So Ray going for Ghosts, apparently, along with a factory there. And what is this? Oh, it looks like Stupendous has called out the Void Rays. So Stupendous and Ray going to chat a bunch here between the two of them. They are not on vent. They're going to actually talk with text so you can clue into their conversation. So they see the Void Rays coming, and that hopefully means they'll be getting some anti-air here. I think maybe just going to stick with Marines, but I don't see maybe some turrets as well for Stupendous, as he is getting the engineering bay, but I don't see a starport for either player, and that could be trouble. A quick expansion, relatively quick, from Take the Tip here as he grabs his natural in between the 2 bases. Should be fairly safe as long as he gets these tanks out in a line along this side. And Ray is calling out something that I hate as a Terran. If you send out your units, they just send Void Rays into your base, and they can take you down in about 3 seconds with a fully charged Void Ray. And if you stay back, they can just expand and build up. So Void Rays, tough problem for me. I'm not the best player. I'm sure other players have figured them out, but unless you go like Mass Vikings and Marines, it's really hard to deal with them, I think. But a push, massive push coming in here. The Ghost from Ray doing a great job. Look at how many shields it's taken down. Completely halved the amount of life that these zealots are going to have. Plus his Marines here going to be able to do a lot of damage per second. And coming from the back, you have Stupendous's Marauders coming in. So that front door is going to go down, but I do expect this push to be held off fairly easily as those Marines clean up those Marauders, and these Marauders micro their way very easily away from the rest of these zealots. So Ray's got a completely exposed front door now, but on the other side of the coin, they just dominated the army of Take the Tip and CapnCrunch. So a good job that. Now another Reaper is up here, maybe going to try and get a scout in a second here on Stupendous's base. On the other side of the map, we've got a small group of Marines and Marauders pushing from the Stupendous Ray combination, plus a Ghost here. So that's a pretty odd thing. Maybe we'll see a nuke here, and as that Ghost makes its way across the field. Now, Stupendous gets the sensor tower up, and he notices this Reaper here, and he takes it out fairly easily. We're going to see a push from CapnCrunch, or against CapnCrunch, I should say. But these Void Rays going to do a lot of damage to this heavy Marauder army, as I only count 3 Marines in that group, so not going to be able to put out enough anti-air. On the other side of the map, though, look at this Ghost getting the nuke on. Let's see if it does enough damage. I don't think CapnCrunch has recognized it quite yet. There's the scan, so they see the Ghost, but not in time, as we've got that Ghost getting 15 kills, or possibly some of those kills were earlier, as it did defend here, I'm sure. So not quite sure how many kills they got there, but a good about half amount of the probes, I'd say, that were working. As yeah, we're now down to about, what is that, 10? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 probes there, instead of, I'd say, about 28 or so that should be there at this time. That's a very random number, but I think I'm right. 10, about 20 here. I don't know. Maybe I'm a bit off. 28 is a bit high. But anyway, Void Rays coming in against these turrets and these Marines. That turret is being repaired by Stupendous, though. A great job of repairing that turret. And I just realized I've been talking directly into the mic, so I've probably been blowing your ears off and, you know, popping my peas and all of that. Not a good idea, but hopefully it won't be too bad, and hopefully I fixed it now so you don't get too much of my breath in on the microphone. I should be more conscious of that, considering I went to school to deal with problems such as those, but hopefully it wasn't too big of an issue. Anyways, we've got Take the Tip pushing out to cover this ramp area for both himself and CapnCrunch, so it's going to be pretty easy to defend here, as you know, you get a good arc there and it's hard to push in, so going to have to see if Stupendous and Ray get drop or some other way of circumventing this front, as it will be very easy, as Take the Tip has already got his command center there, but it will be very easy for both players to expand outwards. Now, no expansions yet for either of these players, Stupendous or Ray, but Stupendous has his CC up and upgraded. We'll see if he gets to, there it goes, lifting it and placing it very shortly here. He's also got a mass of Marines and Marauders, a good setup there. On the other side of the map, Void Ray's coming in against Ray, and I don't think he's going to be having enough time to heal these turrets, as these Void Rays already fully charged up, but these Marines come in very quickly, going to destroy a kind of micro Void Ray, if I'm being honest, as he should not have lost those Void Rays. He should have been able to run them away, but he tried to stick there, and it did not work for him. And coming across the map once again, we've got a Ray sticking with his Ghosts and Nukes, going to come again on this top base here of CapnCrunch, going to get the scan in and try and get the nuke off. Let's see if he gets the nuke off before the scan. There it goes. There goes the scan and the nuke, and let's see what happens, as there's the scan from Take the Tip as he's approaching quickly with the Void Rays. Ooh. Down comes the nuke, and down goes the SCVs, though, as they all evacuate the area, and only about shield damage being done to really any buildings here, so